If anything is sent to you without your permission, you don't have to return it or pay for it.
I don't?
That's the law. If you ever receive something through the mail you never ordered, consider it a gift.
Gee, thanks.
No matter how many bills you get, the law says you don't have to pay. The Federal Trade Commission thought you'd like to know.
Northwest of Laramie, Wyoming, lives a rancher farmer named Pat McGuire. His father and grandfather were Wyoming ranchers. He settled down here in 1972 with his wife and 8 children. In September 1976, on a ridge about 2 miles from his trailer house, Mr. McGuire, his brother, and his cousin Mark Murphy found 2 mutilated cows. The following hypnosis session with Dr. Leo Sprinkle, Director of Counseling and Testing at the University of Wyoming in Laramie, is Pat McGuire's effort to recall more details about an extraordinary incident that happened to him at the time of the mutilations. Dr. Sprinkle is one of the world's leading authorities in cases involving UFOs and human abductions. He has personally worked with 47 people since 1967. Pat McGuire was his 28th case and the first concerning cattle mutilations.
Whenever you're ready, just go right ahead. You can talk and describe your experiences.
It's Sunday. It was me and Mark's was driving around checking the cows. Come upon a cow that was dead. They cut the nose off, tongue was out, and the sex organs were gone. Well, I said, one brother said it must have been from a sex cult from the university out here messing around. I says, probably was. I said, we won't catch him yet.
Okay, Pat, you're doing fine. I'd like to have you now turn your attention to the evening that you and Mark were looking at that craft. You were looking through the scope.
I says, Mark, I said, let's get the hell out of here. I said, that star's coming. I says, he said, that or my eyes are bad. He said, it's coming. It changed from a pure white to an orange. I said, Mark, son of it picking up a cow. I said, you hear that cow? Hell, she's bawling.
And it seems to be hovering there over the ridge.
Right, hovering, picking up the cow.
Can you see the cow?
No.
But you can hear the cow?
Right, cow, it was terrible.
Terrible. Bawling?
It's terrible. Worse than I ever heard a cow.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard a few.
Mm-hmm. Okay, then.
And all of a sudden, like they threw a valve or a switch. Everything stopped. The craft is still there. The cows wasn't no ball.
No sound from the cow?
No, it was like they should throw a switch. Weird. Back of my neck, hair on the back of my neck was straight up.
And the next day, you said you drove over there?
Right.
Mm-hmm. What do you find when you drive over?
Well, we didn't go over there till 10 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
We waited till it was damn good daylight.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we weren't taking a chance.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We went and looked all over the longest side of the hill. All we found was another cow in 2 miles, just a lone calf, bawling for its mom. I said that they took her. We never found her. Never did find her.
I've drawn a picture of the space craft what I seen that night, and the ridge was 300 feet, and the tip stuck above the ridge, and that would give you a size of a football field. And as it proceeded from the down from the sky, it was a pure white with, of course, the flashing red and yellow and blue lights. And then it turned to a fluorescent orange, the whole ship did. And it stays this color, and of course it'll glow the whole area up right around where the cow was. The area was deep red, and that's where you could hear that cow bell.
There seems to be no good explanation for why these events occur. The ranchers are puzzled and bothered, and yet they are not satisfied with what they hear from veterinarians or from public officials about predators, animal predators being the explanation. My own speculation is that it's somehow tied in with the UFO phenomenon, although I have no evidence that I can really prove that that's what's happening. I like David Perkins' hypothesis that there may be someone who's interested in the level of nuclear radiation and is checking on it by selecting samples of large animals, thank goodness not people, to determine whether there is more radiation downstream, downwind from nuclear sites. I don't know if this is what's happening or not, but I like the hypothesis. I think that it ought to be investigated more fully to determine whether that could be a reasonable explanation for these mysterious deaths.